Alright, welcome back to a Brickmania review. Haven't done these in a while. Like, it's only been about a week.
Man,
it's been 2 weeks.
We tried to put the skids on a little bit to kind of quell our addiction, our Brickmania addiction, and we went what?
It's real, folks. It's real.
We went about a month without getting anything. Because there for a while, every week.
Yes.
I mean, we couldn't stop ourselves.
But then we went to the GHQ Brickmania, and I'll probably put that haul out before I put this out. But yeah, we did a haul over where we got the World War II Army staff car, and we got that. Cost $155, and I think we get 245 pieces. Where's the piece count?
Let the professional find it for you.
I'm pretty sure it's 245. It might be 255.
I'm reading upside down. There are 245. You're most correct.
Yeah,
and
so 245
two really
pieces.
dope exclusive minifigures.
Exclusive. You can't get this anywhere else unless you buy this. So, you know, if you're doing the standard, whatever, price per Brickmania is 40 cents. So that basically levels out to $100 for the car. The extra $55 is basically the two minifigures.
Yeah.
Anyway, but we'll get into the details of the thing first, but,
you want a little historical background.
Yeah. Now, the thing is, this isn't like a particular model that they did. Like, you know, they have the Panzer II Lucius model. That's like a specific.
This model was designed by John Canepa, who has designed a number of really cool models for Brickmania, including the Merkava, the one outstanding one that comes to mind.
Lucius.
And the first time we went to the grand opening, and we're walking through the store, and all of a sudden you just go up to this guy that I'd never seen before, and you go, "Hi, John," and stick out your hand. And I thought it was like one of your school teachers or somebody you knew, but you'd never met him before. But you'd seen him in the vids, and he turned out to be, just like he is in the vids, just a very kind, nice fella, and spent some time talking with us, and it was one of the highlights of a
That was back
trip,
in 2019.
a trip that had many highlights. So this is a John Canepa design, and yeah, history. It's the World War II, what's it called? American staff car. And basically, these were just civilian manufacturers, and they would trick them out a little bit. The military would basically just put the insignias on there, and they were off and running. Almost all the major manufacturers supplied staff cars in World War II. Ford, Cadillac, Buick, Packard. Eisenhower had a Cadillac that he rode in, and also a Packard. And I'm not sure, some of you sharp-eyed folks out there might be able to figure out what model this is. If this is a specific model, it may be an amalgam of kind of them all. But basically, it was just a civilian model. They were often driven by a WAC, a female member of the Women's Army Corps, and they would be the driver, and they would drive around the top brass, as in this dude here, the general. So they give you a female driver and a brass,
officer.
a general.
A general/officer.
These babies could generally do about 120 miles an hour. There was room for one driver and up to 5 passengers. That would be mighty tight, folks.
Yeah, sadly, well, actually, to Brickmania's credit, usually if they give you like one minifigure or two minifigure, it doesn't fit in the stuff.
Did that turn off? I heard it click.
No, it still has the red button.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Hold on, that's... Alright, so, unfortunately, you will only be able to put 2 minifigures, but usually when Brickmania includes 2 or 1 minifigures, you can't put it in the vehicle.
Sometimes it's right, yeah.
Every case I've come across. The Beep is true. Opal Blitz is not. Most of them I've found, if they don't do well. But at least you get, you know, you can comfortably, easily fit to. And what I'm saying is it's usually not easy. So this is a really, really good thing that Brickmania is stepping in the right direction.
Yes, but, and I kid you not, in order to get the WAC in there, the female driver,
you will have to take off her dress.
You got to take off her skirt.
Now, she doesn't look weird without the skirt. They didn't, like, you know, like they've done on other figures. At Lego, I'm speaking to you directly, Princess Leia.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's another story. And finally, one more thing about the staff car. In looking up, I found out that the first American military motorized operation was by my man General George S. Patton in 1915 against your buddy Pancho Villa. And Patton led 15 men into battle in not one, not two, not three, but I'm sorry, not one, not two, but 3 Dodge touring cars. So Patton is like getting this whole motorized thing going back in 1915 in a staff car, basically. So let's talk about the build.
All right. Now you will see some B-roll clips when I'll probably try to edit that in. But now we're gonna go in for a closer look. Taking a closer look here, you can spot out some awesome printed elements, as well as a few features that we're going to go over. First things first, the doors are a little bit finicky. You're going to have to lift that up. That's how, incidentally, you get your minifigures in there. But you're going to carefully, and I stress not, this is not a play model, but you can, if you wanted to do this for a mock, you can easily do it. But you open up the door, and you could, do that a few times. I wouldn't recommend doing it a ton. Putting down the thing is a little bit finicky, but usually you can get the hang of it, and it looks pretty sleek. The overall design is very slopiness. The headlights are designed very, very well. It's a very well put together kit, and just a ton of details, ton of curves. Everything is really nice about it. You got some printed elements right here, and a few stars over there as well. The back is sporting a very nice slope shape. Dave, what do you think? Oh, also the printed hatch. There's another hatch that's kind of finicky, but it's like a trailer. I mean, a trunk. Anyway, Dave.
I thought it was a very solid build, a fun build, and looks very cool. Rolls great.
But overall sleek design, I just love that back there. The curve it's incredible. The one fragile part I would say is this whole hood thing, but how well it looks, you're not going to be touching it that much, only to get in your minifigures, and if you just do it pretty carefully, it's really not that big a deal, unlike other Brickmania kits. This one does a fantastic job of delivering. Now, Dave, why don't you take off her skirt, and I'll put the minifigure in the back.
Do you want to talk about her first before we take her skirt off?
What I was thinking is we could do that in a different section.
Okay.
Of this video.
I don't know how to take her skirt off. I haven't had as much experience taking skirts off minifigures as apparently you.
Oh my gosh. Please, government. I'm not weird. Alright. So, detailed minifigures, we'll get a closer look at them in a second, but maybe bring you guys up for this. So this is your interior. It's very, very open that you can fit your minifigures pretty easily in. So we're just going to plop her down right there. And as you can see, plenty of room. No hassle, no fuss, no muss. It's very, very awesome. And then you can put your army guy back like that, and you're set to go. I will say it's a little bit trickier to put this back with the minifigures in there, but yeah, it broke. But as you can see here, it's a little bit finicky, but usually it goes back pretty well. But it's just going to take a little bit of finagling to get it back right in the perfect spot. But there you go. It's pretty simple. That's the only part that I think is pretty hard. Everything else, the build was nice. Be sure when you're building this to clamp this down more than you think you should. It's not going to go at first, but then it will go eventually. That'll keep that hood from popping off. But yeah, it rolls very nicely. Dave, you want to jump over to the minifigures?
Sure. I like the license plate on the front.
Yes, there is 4 different printed element stickers. I mean, not stickers, 4 printed elements. No stickers in this set. I'm glad that Brickmania is going in that direction.
So there's 1. 2 each on the side doors. And then, is there 1 in the back? I can't remember. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can tell.
And actually, that was a false statement. There's supposed to be a star up there, a sticker, but I'm not going to put it up there.
Oh, okay.
It's this sticker. Don't put it up there. I don't want it up there.
Okay.
Anyway, but very, very sleek design. I can't stress how it's pretty solid. I mean, you can pick this thing up and it's not going to crumble on you. I will say just one more time that that hood is a little bit finicky, but usually works pretty good.
Yes.
First up, we have the female driver slash, what did you call them? The Rock?
WAC, Women's
WAC.
Army Corps. I'm not sure that this uniform is correct. It may be, but yeah, the military often employed female drivers, and if it was an Army vehicle, it would be a member of the Women's Army Corps or possibly someone assigned to the motor pool. I'm not exactly sure how that worked. What I am sure about is how cool this minifigure is. I really like the hat and the hair.
The hat-hair combo, I really like, because Lego usually puts some pretty dope hat-hair combo, and I'm glad Brickmania is going in their footsteps and creating some very, very nice things. It's 3D printed as always, and I'm pretty sure that's resin printing for you geeks out there, like myself.
And the skirt is it's made out of cloth, and it's like a cape, except it turns into a skirt, and maybe Lego's done that, but I don't recall ever seeing that before. They have done it
many times.
All right, and she's got a very pleasant face and a nice demeanor, and I'm sure was very pleasant company on the trip. Can you say Kay Summersby and Dwight Eisenhower? All right. So, any other comments?
Can you say? Sorry.
And here we have.
Can you say hashtag before women's rights movement?
No, Dwight Eisenhower's driver was Kay Summersby, and it was alluded that they had an affair. And here we have the general.
The hat is 3D printed, and the general is pretty good. I'm glad to see this to my nice edition, because usually I like the Germans better. Not like on a morals level, but just like I think their outfits and stuff is better. In a mock, I always kind of root for the Germans because I just really like their tanks and stuff. But I do like some American stuff too, and I'm glad to get some really high quality printing. You got some awesome detail on this figure. Waist printing,
Side printing
under the arms printing. Especially that hat really makes the figure look together.
Yeah.
And these two minifigures are a solid lineup for the World War II Army staff.
Yeah. All right. We going to get it back on the tripod?
All right. Well, that's going to do it for me, guys. Or for the Brickafits. Let me know down below which Brickmania set I should do next. And if I have it, I'll consider doing it.
And if you don't have it, you'll consider getting it, won't you?
Well, it depends.
Uh-huh.
If two people say the same thing, we won't buy it, because I don't want you guys to say like the PT-109 boat that cost $800 and then, oh god,
well,
USS Johnston 1000.
We could give up Chick-fil-A for a month or so.
Anyway, at the time of this video filming, we are almost at 500 subscribers, but I bet by the time this comes out, we're going to be over. So either, if we're like $4.99, $4.98, go subscribe right now, please. You could be my 500 subscriber, please.
Right. And
if you're not, well, thank you for 500 subscribers.
And be sure and patronize our sponsor, Cosby's Bricks.
Bricklink store, get you 10% off. At the time of filming, he doesn't have much in his store because he's doing some college exams. But if you use code word Brickafit at his store, you will get 10% off.
10%. So if you bought $1 million worth from him, you would get a savings of $100,000. Who could pass that up? You know what I'm saying? All right, solid build. We highly recommend it, and I think it's sold out now. So we were lucky. We were lucky to get this.
But you might be able to pick these up in stores if you live one.
Yes, that's where we got it.
People in New York, I'm sorry, you live pretty far away from one.
So do we. That doesn't stop us from traveling 1,000 miles.
Well, yeah. But we're special.
Yeah, we're special, all right. We're a little
touched. The people in California. Oh, I feel bad for the Californians.
All right. So is it time for the salute?
Yes. And I actually feel bad about, like, people in Russia.
I feel bad about myself. Because it's Sunday and there's no Chick-fil-A. Just saying.
Alright, well, anyway, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I guess we'll see you on the next one. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on all notifications.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to, just subscribe.
Yeah.